What's up, fight fans? I'm the where the fuck is the postmortem for UFC 200 Ottawa Fight Night and tough finale of mixed martial arts, Tommy Toehold. They're fucking coming, okay? It's been a long week. I haven't slept since John Jones failed his fucking drug test. But tomorrow is UFC Sioux Falls, and I know you guys want to know who I'm picking, so let's break this motherfucker down fight by fight. First up, we have Devin Clark taking on Alex Nicholson. Two guys with very little high-level experience. I'm gonna go with Clark for a few reasons, though. 4 finishes and 6 pro wins. RFA ain't nothing to fuck with, and he trains out of Jackson Wink. Clark via TKO. Up next, longtime vet Ronnie Yahya takes on newcomer Matt Lopez. Normally, I'd be all over the vet for the win, but Lopez has shown a lot of promise in his RFA career, winning all his fights via first-round stoppage. Yahya doesn't throw a lot of strikes, and Lopez's wrestling will keep it on the feet. Young Gun makes a big debut with an early TKO. After that, we have Hot Sauce Holtzman taking on Cody Pfister. Both are coming off tough losses. Both take just about the same amount of strikes per minute, but Holtzman lands a fuck ton more. He's got decent takedown defense to keep the fight standing. Holtzman via decision. Next up, Courtney Casey versus Christina Stanzu. Neither fighter has fared well thus far in the UFC, but Casey has fought the higher-level opponents. If she was able to survive a full fight with JoJo Calderwood, she should be good here on the feet. She's also got a high strike rate and 100% finishes in her wins. Casey via TKO late. After that, we have Sam Alvey taking on Eric Spicely. Alvey is a longtime vet. Spicely is an 8-0 fighter just making his UFC debut. When Sam Alvey hits you flush, you go to sleep, and that is exactly what will happen here. Alvey via first-round KO, he's back in the win column. Next up, Lauren Murphy versus Caitlin Chicagoan. I probably said that wrong. Murphy has fought high-level competition in the UFC. Chicagoan is making her UFC debut, but an impressive record thus far in the cage. Hard to pick against the experience of Murphy, though, especially at the highest level here. I'm going with Murphy via decision. On to the main card, Louis Smoka takes on Ben Nguyen. Smoka is on a 3-fight win streak in the UFC with 2 finishes, but Nguyen is white hot right now with 2 first-round finishes in 2 UFC fights. He's had a long layoff, but the dude can bang. 5.02 significant strikes landed per minute. He's got good takedown defense, and he doesn't get hit too much. Nguyen wins big here with an early TKO stoppage. After that, we have Kyle Noke versus Nakamura. 2 guys that have seen more than their share of the cage. Noke's been hit and miss in the UFC, but has fought some very tough talent. In his most recent stint, Nakamura has been hit and miss in the UFC. I think this comes down to Noke's ability to keep the fight standing. He doesn't get hit much, and he has good takedown defense. He's fighting out of a very smart camp in Jackson Wink. I think Noke wins and gives Nakamura his 6th decision loss. After that, we have Alexei Olynyk taking on Daniel Omalenzik. Olynyk has 60 professional fights. That is fucking insane. He's on an 11-fight win streak, and this is heavyweight we're talking about. He has won both of his UFC bouts via first-round finish. He is fighting a bear of a man who has never been stopped, but that all changes tomorrow. Olynyk is too well-rounded, and he will dictate where the fight is fought. The boa constrictor wins via TKO or a sub set up by his strikes. Next up, we have Tim Boetsch taking on Josh Salmon. Salmon, the longer fighter here, he has shown he can stop fights on a dime. Boetsch has had a bad run in the UFC as of late. 3 straight losses, all via finish. I think the fight stays standing, and Salmon lands with a big shot. Josh wins via first or second round TKO. Our co-main event is an insane matchup. Why is it insane? Because Tony Ferguson is well on his way to being in the title picture in the lightweight division, and Landon Vannata is making his UFC debut and only has 8 pro fights. Now, he is coming out of a great gym in Jackson Wink MMA, but he doesn't have anywhere near the experience for a fight like Ferguson. Tony is on a 7-fight win streak with 5 stops, including 3 in the first round. Tony Ferguson by whatever he wants early in the fight. And the main event sees Michael MacDonald take on John Lineker. These are 2 top 10 bantamweights. MacDonald has the reach advantage, but Lineker has a significant advantage in strikes landed per minute. He takes nearly as much as he gives, though, which could spell problems for Hands of Stone, as MacDonald has 9 KO TKO wins. I think MacDonald's defense ends up being the difference here, going with MacDonald for a 3rd or 4th round stop via TKO or sub set up by strikes. That's Sioux Falls, motherfuckers! See you later, fight fans!